So I guess this is our model here, and we're going to come around the back first. On the back, we actually have layers of muscles. The most superficial layer shows these two muscles right here, the most superficial of which is gastrocnemius, two heads that arise from the femur and go down to the calcaneal tendon and insert onto the calcaneal bone. And we can take this head off and notice that there is a muscle that's deep to the gastrocnemius, which is soleus, and soleus starts from the tibia and then joins up with the gastrocnemius into a common tendon. Okay, this little tiny muscle right here is plantaris, and I'm not seeing a very clear, oh yeah, I guess they want this one to be popliteus, although it's usually a little higher up in its actual location. Okay, all of this whole compartment here, the posterior compartment, is innervated by this nerve, which is tibial. Okay, the deeper layer then is going to have our Tom, Dick, and Harry. Remember that? And here are the tendons here of T is going to be for Tom, or tibialis posterior. And it's actually, notice that there's a little crossover here, so tibialis posterior underneath is more central in its origin, and then it sort of crosses underneath here, which is Dick, which is the flexor digitorum longus. Okay, so digitorum is the D acronym. And then we have the artery, the nerve, so that's the Ann, Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to be this muscle, which is having the name of hallucis, so flexor hallucis longus. Okay, so that comes around this way, all the innervation of the tibial nerve. On the lateral side, we have two very simple little muscles right here. Superficial fibular nerve is going to innervate these two fibular muscles here, fibularis longus and brevis. And in order to determine who is who, what you would do here is that the brevis is going to be this one here, which comes closer and hugs the malleolus, and the longus is going to be further back here, and it's going to go way deep and all the way underneath, and it's going to insert all the way over on the first tarsal, metatarsal bone. Okay. So then we come around to the anterior compartment, and that's going to be innervated by this penetrating nerve here, which is the deep fibularis. So historically this used to be called the deep peroneal nerve, so there's a part of me that wants to say that, and you may come across people of my age or even younger than me who will say that. Okay, so a lot of medical write-ups are that way, but now we call it the deep fibularis. So this little muscle that I've pulled up here, I'll get to in just a second, but usually the one that we remember and start off with is the one next to the shaft here. So if you dorsiflex your foot, you'll feel this muscle bulge out, which is tibialis anterior. And you'll see it coming down here to the first metatarsal. Okay, and so in addition to that, it's going to bring the foot, the sole of the foot inward. Okay, and it's going to invert as opposed to evert. The next muscle that we see, superficially anyway, is this extensor digitorum, which comes down to digits 1, or rather 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then just emerging from behind that is going to be the extensor. Did I say flexor already? I meant to say extensor through this entire thing. But this is extensor digitorum and extensor hallucis longus. Okay? And we do see the innervation. Unfortunately now that just removes the muscles when I do that, so I guess we'll leave it at that.